Okay, so, same day, January 5th of 2023. 1, 2, and another one right there. Okay. I'm looking for those organic Sultana raisins. And I'm going to start dehydrating those. Because doing dates, I'm telling you people, it takes forever. But it's like candy. If you like candy, dates like this would make a good replacement. Now these ones are not as dry as I'd like them to be, but dates can sit in a jar for a long time. Okay? Because we've got these ones here. Now, when I was dehydrating these, I could have had them at a higher heat. I did for a little while, but people always talk. Whoa. People always talk about. I crashed. Oh, what happened there? I crashed. YouTube staff has basically ruined my day. I tried to get up with a good disposition, right? And I tried to be a little inspirational, you know, in terms of happy-go-lucky with my grandson. Tickle, 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 my little smelly belly. Oh, you're just a little smelly belly. Goo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right? Just to get going on my day. And, I don't know. YouTube is a poisonous site. I really need to find another website where I can just upload regularly and not have to worry about the fucking riffraff. I'm serious. The problem with BitChute is it's under attack by governments and the banking system because they want to shut down free speech. Just like YouTube is trying to shut down free speech, even when it's in the most innocent form, in the perspective of a disabled child who can't speak. They're still trying to shut down his voice, people. And keep him locked away like a dirty secret, so the government and their employees can get away with what they've done to him and the rest of his family. I don't care. You don't have to watch these videos. Fuck you. If you don't like it with your I got one person, we know who that is. Each and every time I upload a video, as soon as she catches wind with it, and I'm like, your brain must be so demented to be constantly doing this shit. I can only imagine the rut that you formed in your pathways within your brain. I don't know what she gets when she uploads her videos, because I very seldom come in. I once in a while do, but very seldom. I don't care. I don't train my brain to be stuck on stupid and filled with nothing but negative puke. Because that's basically what's there, in my opinion. Okay? And then she's got her nose friend following up behind her from time to time, as the both of them probably stalk my yard. Is that why YouTube made no comments on my video with Omari tickling him, saying, "You're my little smelly belly. Nana loves you no matter what"? Because of this shit? because they know it, people. But as far as I'm concerned, they encouraged it. Because back in the day when I would put my little complaints in or whatever it was, didn't matter what it was. I even did it under the trademark. I forwarded all my legitimate paperwork to prove I was the owner of the trademark. And they just ignored it, and that's why that just confirms to me that YouTube trashes anything it can't control, basically. Because they're trying to rewrite society, you know, bring in their digital this and digital that, and their credit scores and their censorship to mold people into being bitches. And I don't mean bitch as in crabby, I mean like a slave, okay? That's the kind of bitch I'm talking about. And, you know, just uploading on BitChute all the time. I mean, like I said, that website is under attack. It could be taken down at any time. They're not even allowed to collect funds to pay for the server and everything else that they do to run a website like that. And it costs a lot of money too, right? For the bandwidth and whatnot. And a lot of YouTubers, you know, who got axed on YouTube went to BitChute. There's other sites I suppose I could try, but I'm leaning maybe towards more Brighteon.com. I'm thinking just because I don't know, people. I'm tired of this sickness with fucking YouTube and their staff. Because it's the staff that's doing this. Isn't all AI, okay? This is YouTube propping up soft porn with their infighting of, I don't know, some of it's real lewd. All for super stickers so that YouTube can make their 30% or whatever it is that they charge these people to talk smut and to trash each other and to ignore serious issues in the society and communities like food insecurity and, you know, the numbers of death from related to fentanyl, when a lot of those deaths are directly related to murder, to which our policing agencies cover up, and so on and so on. Well, none of those people want to talk anything about those subjects with a 10-foot pole. So, very high sugar content. Better than chocolate, although chocolate is nice. Definitely better than candy. These ones are more chewy, but then I was dehydrating them at a lower temperature at 120 and taking too long. And I got 2 boxes of dates. So, what? I heard you call my name. I heard you say Nana. What's going on? You heard me talking and now you're calling me. I guess I should go see what he wants, right? What? You called me. I heard you. You said Nana. You got your leg caught up over that rail. No, we don't want to go that way. If you go that way, for sure you'll fall over. Yeah. You don't want to do that. No, you don't. No, come on. You're just getting to be such a big boy. Oh, Mr. Heavy. Yeah.
You know what I was caught up yesterday?
No.
So yesterday, I had a word called stork. I did not know what it meant.
Oh, it's a bird.
Yeah. So it was just like right there, so I grabbed it, and then I looked up, because I did not know which one was gonna go. Like R or or.
Yeah, I know.
So I just looked it up and it was probably.
And that's why you have to practice the English language, because sometimes you think you know how it sounds, but it actually sounds different.
Yeah, but he was proud of me for looking it up.
Okay, well that's good because it's showing initiative. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got him writing and... Bring me your word list. Bring me your word list. I want to show people what Uncle Marcane's been... This is my old program for when Uncle Marcane was like little and he learnt to read and write and became a little genius with this program. Anyway. Can you see? I don't know. I can't see anything. Anyway. What are the words here? These look like big words.
I don't know.
Well, shade, shake, wake. So why? Why is that? Because the E is what?
Silent.
You don't hear it, but it makes...
Yes, it's
It makes these
vowels.
vowels, long vowels, right? That's why it's shay, right? Shay, way, right? Everything is a long vowel, but the E is silent. That's right. So make sure you read it, okay? So read those vowels as long vowels, not short vowels. I want you reading those words. See, it's the histamines. That sugar is so concentrated. Yeah, it's tickling my throat. Hold on a minute. So anyway, back to eating more of this stuff. I think these ones, because they're drier, I think I'm just going to grind them up. Because they'll take less space, right? I don't necessarily have a jar for them, but whereas these ones are the new ones that just came in, right? I did the whole box. And I dried these mostly at 120 degrees. You don't really want to cook it, right? But it's taking too long. Clearly you can see me chewing. But I'm not going to worry about it. I do have 8 more jars that I bought specifically for this stuff here, right? And then after that, I don't know. I got these, I don't know where they are. Oh, jeez. I'll have to find them. The golden raisins. They're from California. They're a different kind of raisin than the Sultana raisins. The Sultana raisins come from Turkey, right? If I remember correctly. Or maybe I don't know, maybe the golden raisins come from South Africa. I don't know why I keep thinking about California. Either or, I still might order some golden raisins. Hard to say, but not for a long time. It's not I don't have no great need for it, right? Not right now, anyway. I have to wait and see how the economy goes. Because if you're worried about having fruit in your diet, this is how you do it. This is the only way, right? You know, I can't even grow my grapes anymore, people. People taking my grapes. Okay? Taking all of them this year. And it wasn't those people, I don't think, next door. Because they asked me to have them. Unless they came on their own and grabbed them, but I don't know, I think I would have seen that. This is somebody else. Right? It's like that potato thief. Eating my potatoes with their gravy. Yeah. But we'll see. Like I said, I'll probably end up going to the farm. I don't know. I might need more jars after it's all said and done. Well, actually, that's not true, because some of this stuff like these, like this here, in a state like this, I could one box done like this, where it's, oh, I don't know, 3/4 dry maybe, compared to the way they came in the box. And these are in smaller pieces. You gotta, you know, let them settle a little bit, right? I could put them in those 2-gallon buckets. That would probably take up a whole box. Because I really don't want to buy any more jars, right? If I don't have to. I'm trying to avoid. I'm just topping off what I got here, right? And then when I get my other buckets, at some point, I do plan on going downstairs. And I have a whole case. I have two. I have 2 of whole milk and 2 of powder skim milk of these size jars downstairs. So when I get my other buckets, because these ones are already pretty much full now, right? It didn't take me long to go through 7 buckets at 2 gallons a bucket, okay? Then I'm going to take 2 buckets, and when I really just want to go gung-ho with the milk, right, and not buy milk for a while, I'm just going to empty jar after jar and fill up the bucket, and then just, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I could store these in this state, 3/4 dry, in small little pieces, in those 2-gallon buckets. That would work. So there. Whew. I don't have to buy jars. Right. You get more in the 2-gallon bucket than you do in the 1-gallon bucket. Yeah. But I'm feeling pretty miserable right now. Yeah. With that YouTube staff playing fucking mind games with my channel again. I'm sick of it. So I don't know, maybe I should just quit doing videos altogether. Yeah, that's what they want though, right? They want you to be that abused bitch. Not having no way to have access to anything on the outside. You're just locked into your house. And you know, you have to do what you gotta do, and if you complain, you get beat, or whatever the fuck it is that these masochists and sadists do, abusers, just to keep you quiet and, you know, conform to their abuse. And, it's just, I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. If you're not going into old videos, deleting them, you're going into old videos and putting restrictions on them for politics. For nothing more than fucking politics. To promote sick agendas. Yeah, sick agendas. Yeah. This is another way to do this is just take your jar and just kind of rock it gently back and forth on your counter so that you get more in there, right? Because this one will go into long-term storage. I already have like 2 or 3 jars up. Well, I got some new ones sitting over there. I got a lot of dates now. But I like dates, so just watch for those moths. Because if you get a moth in there, oh boy, it's going to be a real problem. They multiply and they live for a long, long time. They don't die. But you still can't put an oxygen absorber in there. Nope. So, I guess that's why they like it. Because they know. Alright. My tomato plants are still producing tomatoes. Not very big though. It could be the types of seeds I used when I started my plants. Or maybe because I don't water them enough. Who knows? I probably don't feed them enough. I did buy another light that when they started flowering I should have changed. But I'll have to get up there, and it's a completely different system. So I asked my son to do that with me one day. That will be when those plants are not producing. They're still flowering and still producing a few tomatoes here and there. Not a lot. So I just leave them alone. I've just basically been putting them in the freezer as they're coming off the plant. Right? So, but yeah, no, like, I don't know. Too many years. Like, you know, back in the day when the GMOI crap was going on, I swear YouTube staff was involved in that. Yeah. What did you do? Did you read them? Okay, well, that's good. You don't have to answer to me. You gotta answer to them downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was the page I was working on yesterday, early in the morning.
Yeah. And you understand what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have to write down A&R or R. You have to match them with the words.
That's right. Sooner or later, it's gonna all fit together, and you won't have to worry about it. It's gonna just, for some people, it takes a little longer. Nana didn't get good in the English language until I founded the nonprofit, and I sat there at age, I don't know. I don't know, I was 30, 35, something like that. Hold on a minute, please. So, you know, because there's such an attack on poor people, on people that are struggling with mental illness, on people with health problems, not to mention people with disabilities, so much so that governments are willing to sign people up and set them up with doctors to kill them. I mean, that's what's going on, people. Right? And the government's trying to make it trendy. Just like murder by fentanyl is trendy these days. And then blame the victims, each and every one of them, saying they all wanted to die. They either did it on purpose and killed themselves, or whether it was an accident. But it all boils down to the same crap. Because I don't understand the attack on Amari in terms of disabling comments. I just don't. Considering everything else that goes on YouTube, no names mentioned, you know, that just confirms to me that they want to continue to redirect their traffic to their soft porn sites, quote unquote channels. Because some of it kind of goes down to that level. Right? Just because you don't see something doesn't mean that you can't visualize it if it's constantly being reminded for you to think about it. Okay. Seriously. As long as those super stickers come in, by any means necessary. Right? And being that Amari is cerebral palsy on the severe end of the spectrum, who's actually doing pretty good considering all things said, people. Right? Why YouTube would want to censor that, I don't know, other than to protect the government's interest, to keep them hidden away like a dirty secret. As they come in with their sniper attacks somewhere else. Yeah. So, I don't know. I really just don't know how many more videos I'm going to be making for YouTube. Not that YouTube cares, because it's the way it looks to me is they just want to get rid of me. Yeah, get rid of me and get rid of my family, and they've been working fucking hard at it too. Yeah. So anyway, my last bucket until I get 7 more. These are really good buckets. I did Google the gamma lid to see if the gamma lids are capable of keeping bugs out, being that they basically screw on, and they do. They're very good at keeping pests out, and they keep the food locked in a good seal, right? So, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to keep it simple on myself. Okay. This is the new batch that came in a box. Only I didn't dehydrate at a high heat. Okay, so they're still kind of chewy, right? Whereas these ones, you can see, these ones are the ones that were in the jar. Those ones were in the jar underneath there for, who knows, years and years and years. Probably as far back as when Uncle John was walking around doing Uncle John stuff. Right? And he was medically kidnapped in 2015. And we're now in 2000 and, well, it was 22. So 7 years anyway, if not 8, 9 years. And they're fine. But because they had sat in a jar for that many years, they just kind of naturally dried out a little more. But I still cut them up. And then I put them in the dehydrator. But these ones I had at a higher heat, 135. And, you know, and they're much more crispier. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the two of these up, because that's what I always intended to do. Oh, I almost scared myself. I thought maybe I threw in raisins. It's not raisins, it's the dates. But these ones, crunchy. Right? So good. And those are the old ones. But the thing is, when you're cooking at 135, well, not cooking, but dehydrating at 135 for days and days and days and days and days and days and days, you're kind of starting to cook it, right? And, you know, people that do this stuff, they prefer to try and do things at 120, 115, just to dry the food and not cook the food to kill off the nutrients and blah, blah. But with dates, you know, it's a hit and miss. So anyway, you've seen what I did. I took the new dates and I mixed them in with these other dates, to which it's going to take almost the whole bucket. I think so. And this is why I wash my hair. Shit. Okay. Oh, yeah. Big difference. So what I can do now, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to work on raisins first. I got a long way to go yet. Pretty happy with this. Right? Now, this one is ready to go. So I'm not even gonna, I probably could get that in there, but it's already jarred up, so I'm just gonna leave it. That one's going into long-term food storage. Where this one, when I get back into dates, because I got 2 more boxes. And I got them at $40 a box. Because I got 20% off. Well, maybe, I don't know, about $40 a box. But anyway, I got them a lot cheaper at 20%. They were $60 minus 20%. So whatever that works out to be, I can't do the math right now. Times 2. But I want to do these first. These are organic. You see, the last box I got for $90 wasn't organic. This one was what, $127? So for another $37, I got organic this time around. And it comes from, I wonder if it says certified organic. Does it say? Oh, I don't know. It's 27 pounds. That's not too bad. I can barely lift it. Right? Ingredient, organic raisins with organic sunflower oil. Now I don't know how well that's going to dehydrate because it's an oil, but we're going to dehydrate these because a lot of these ones are going into long-term food storage. Whereas the unorganic, I just wanted to get it done with and just threw them in a jar. Packed it tight, put them downstairs. I got one underneath here. Right? I don't trust what our governments are doing. So I want to make sure I have this stuff. The whole bill came out to, between the 2 boxes of raisins, 2 boxes of dates and that 1 box of raisins, it came out to $246.17. But with the 20% off for Boxing Day, they took off $49.23. So the whole thing costed me $196.94. So that's not too bad. Right? And then where it comes from, well, all you have to do is go up on the website and go into their info and it will tell you, right? Something like that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put those raisins on the tray. I'm going to do raisins first before I tackle the dates. Because it takes hours and hours and hours just to cut them up into small little pieces to begin with. So, you know, that's when I'm canning, that's what I will do. Because I have to stand here and watch the canner anyway, right? So that's when I'll attempt to start cutting up the dates and just putting them in bowls and covering them up and getting them ready for the dehydrator. So when the raisins are done, just go on to that, right? But dates, I can warn you now, if you're going to do this, it's going to take a long time to dehydrate them. And even then, you might have to go into higher temperatures for days on end. And, you know, but at this what I've done here, I like. This, I really like. You know, I almost could. Now, I'm going to leave that jar there. And I'm going to wash other jars and whatever. I'm disgusted now, people. I got up this morning. You know, this stuff making me moody now, right? You know, I'm too long. Just want to get it over with. And, you know, I'm trying to curb my impulsive buying for my house. You know, I'm acknowledging what my triggers are, right? YouTube fear porn with, you know, food short of this and food short of that and war this and war that and the economy's going to crash here and that's crashing over there and bombs are going over there and just, oh. So, you know, I'm like, don't take the bait, you know, don't be, you know, right? Just start weaning yourself from it, you know? So I'm doing that, but before I really shut down, I just wanted somebody else to have something nice in terms of 3 boxes coming in the mail just because it's okay to be nice, right? And then, of course, you know, my grandson is seeking attention, right? He wants me to tickle him and talk to him and play with him. And you can hear him, he's calling me now, right? And he's got me wrapped around his little finger, trust me, okay? And, I don't know. He was laughing and giggling when I was tickling him. You know, right? Singing changed him. I sang to him and put him down, gave him a bottle, whatever, and then, you know, he went back and he wanted attention, so I started tickling him, and I thought, oh, that'll make a great video. Everybody can hear him laughing and giggling, and, you know, and goo 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 goo, ga 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 ga, and, you know, he's my little smelly belly, and, you know, fucking YouTube just turned around and just trashed it. You know, like, I don't know, people. It's too old. This shit's too fucking old already with this website. You know, if I try and go out and do anything in the community, as soon as I bring in any kind of music, that old fucking garbage shit's gonna start up all over again. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if I take it to the next level and try and take it to a park, then I've got the freaking city wanting me to, you know, put in license and this and that and blah and blah. And then I go put it up on YouTube and it starts all over again. It's like, these do-gooders, they don't want you to succeed at nothing. And now that they're openly telling people you will own nothing, you will have nothing, and you will be happy, like, you need to take them serious, because that's been their mentality for years and years and years and years and years, and they've already got it on freaking lockdown with those below a certain freaking income. And they don't ever let up. That's the thing. Now, whatever. I'm trying to figure out what other website I can go and just say, fuck YouTube. Finish up the playlist so they can go in there and pick at my videos one by one. Like my kids are being picked off here, picked off there. Go ahead, YouTube staff. Go pick off another fucking video. Because we know who you're working for. Like, seriously. And I'm like, no, just cut your losses. Like with the trademark, just cut your fucking losses. Cut the loss of $40,000. Trust me, the boxes that I'm shipping to Shelly is a drop in the bucket, people, when you compare it to $40,000 for a whole lot of nonsense when it relates to government and their prosperity. I'm stupid. Right? Anyway, this is what I should have bought for raisin pie. And I still might buy a box after I'm caught up with everything that I'm doing. Okay? Because I'm always got something going on in my head here. Right? I got my buckets coming. I know what I want to do with them. I know what I want to order next. Now you see, I can taste the sunflower oil on this. I can taste it. I don't necessarily like it. Mm-mm. What are you gonna do though, eh? Yeah. I can taste it. Maybe I'm just being hypersensitive right now. Now these ones are the golden raisins. I think these ones came from South Africa. And the Sultana raisins came from Turkey. And then maybe the Thompson raisins or some other kind of raisin comes from California. And this is from the UPick site, okay? You kind of want the golden raisins, those, like that kind of raisin, for raisin pie. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. because I might end up ordering a box of these yet. To which I think they're like $167 for, I guess, 27 pounds. Approximately the same amount of weight. You can clearly see there's a difference. Right? And they're not even really that big. Definitely taste different. Oh yeah. Definitely taste different. I don't know how to explain it. It's more fruity. More grapey. But not quite a grape. Where these ones, I don't know. They're okay. They're not that fancy. No. These ones, I don't know. They're different. But I think before I do that, when I go see my eye doctor, I plan on going to Walmart, picking up on some more canned salmon. You know, those bigger cans for $6 a can. Probably buy 12 of them. I'm going to go through the store, be very selective about what I buy, just to top off a few things. And I'll go out of my way to see what kind of raisins they have there. And if I find a raisin that maybe I might like, I'll buy a bag. I'll go open it. I'll taste it. And if I like it, then I'll go back. And I'll buy another 12 more bags. And then I'll come home and I'll jar it up. Because I'm looking for a certain kind of taste. And these golden raisins, they're not really doing it for me. They're okay. I like the texture of them compared to the other ones. As soon as I put the other ones into my mouth, though, I could taste the sunflower oil. I'm really sensitive to those things, right? But I suppose if you're making pie, you know, probably be okay. Or if you put it in, you know, make raisin bread. And Tisha wants butter tarts with raisins. Right? So, anyway. I know, people. I'm 60 years old. How many more years do you think I'm going to live? Under the conditions I work under. There's too many maniacs in the world now. When I was young, there wasn't that many maniacs. There really wasn't. When I was 9 years old, I used to walk through forests by myself up on the island to go to the ocean, to go play by the gorge and the ocean front, and I would do that all day. That's all I would be, is at the ocean playing with the crabs by myself, with catching those little bullfish and playing with starfish and just that, right? And if I wasn't doing that, I was up by the sand quarry at 9, jumping off sand dunes and sliding down 200 feet on the sand. It's amazing I never got covered up with the sand and got buried, but I didn't. And then I'd walk back through the forest on the gravel roads to go back home. I lived in Victoria when I was 10. I used to go with my little friend who was the same age, and we'd go downtown, and we used to run between the Provincial Museum, the Wax Museum, under the Sea World, which is like you go down, right? You can see all the sea because of the plexiglass, and the little miniature world, right? Places like that. I used to play in the Provincial Museum in Victoria Island, not too far from the Parliament buildings, when I was 10 years old, all day long. Literally, all day long, I would be running around up and down between how many floors it was, 4 or 5 floors, between the displays. Or I would be at the Wax Museum, standing there, pretending I was a wax dummy, and people would walk by, and I just stand there, and they would wonder if I was real. And if I wasn't doing that, people, I was running around in Butchart Gardens, which is like a big park in Victoria, right? And I'd just be out there all day among the trees playing, right? I used to play at the ocean when I was 8 years old. Yep, all by myself. The world has changed. Definitely changed, people. I had no fear in those days of any kind. Nobody ever tried to kidnap me. Nobody ever approached me, tried to lure me away. None of that crap. And I'm talking hours and hours and hours. And the majority of that time I was by myself. The odd time here and there I'd have a little friend, but no. When I jumped off the sand dunes, my friend was with me because, we went and walked there. We had to walk through the gravel road, get up into the forest, get up onto the mountain, get up to the quarry, look down, and then jump and say, here we go. And then all the way down in the sand. That's what made us go down, was the sand. Couldn't stop until you got to the bottom. It was dangerous play, but it was fun. And yeah, now you can't even let your kids go out the door without worrying about them being God knows what. Hell, I can't even leave my door open, people, without people walking into my house. That's pretty messed up. And if they're not walking into my house, they're walking up to my step and stealing boxes now. When they're not stealing shit in the yard. And little boys' bikes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna end this video. This shit I'm doing, nothing new, nothing major. I tried to have a good day today. I tried to be positive, but of course I got slapped down, right? That bitch got slapped down. Just get back into your own place, bitch. You're not allowed to be happy, right, bitch? You're not allowed to have a voice, bitch. That's right, you're just a fucking bitch. Do your job, bitch. Shut up, bitch. That's what YouTube has to be proud of.